Hello, folks. Well, the vibe is very different right now, and I'm loving the color, loving the vibe. Now, still with us right here on the C Morning Show. And before we're going to conduct our second talk show, I want to ask you, Paul. I mean, Paul is one of the best, I would say, fashion enthusiasts. Like he has like this. Your style is just very different and you own it. Unique, but it's out there. Eccentric, but it's out there. You know, he can be anything. He's like a chameleon right there. But since you like fashion, I mean, of course, I know that some of your items are eco-friendly. How do you think about the products?
Okay, so lately I've been on a bit of a kick. I know that I've been buying some pre-loved items, we call it, like thrifting.
Yes.
So I've been buying some of my clothes from like pre-loved like stores
sites,
and stuff like that, sites. But also just shopping local in general.
Yeah.
Because if you shop locally, you can talk to the owners and you can find out, like, are you doing anything to help the sustainability factor?
Yes.
Are you eco-friendly?
And
not everything necessarily is directly eco-friendly. Sometimes just their business practices and things like that.
That's right.
So lately, if you've noticed, like 90% of what I wear now is local products because I just think we have so much amazing local products here in Indonesia to help support the local economy.
Definitely.
How about you?
And you can see your Instagram. I mean, you are, helping a lot of local brands. Love that. So do I right now, especially I do have a fashion brand also. This is something that we need to tap on because we know that fashion industry, it resolves a lot of waste.
Absolutely.
Fabric, you name it, right? So with that said, we need to play our part. Now, many people are aiming to buy or even create more eco-friendly products amid rising waste issue, as we said before.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of eco-friendly products, we do have an eco-friendly fashion brand that is originated from Bandung, West Java. It is called Bercorak, and it aims to turn fabric waste into valuable products, especially fashion.
And I love how they spell Bercorak, the old-fashioned.
Yeah, the TJ.
The TJ. I love that. Very unique. Now, to find out more about the brand, we're now joined with the owner herself, Jeannerie Jesica, right here in our studio. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Oh my
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for being
Thank you
here.
for being here because our color of the studio is very different. Loving this new color.
Love it.
All right, so let's talk about Bercorak. So when did you initiate your fashion brand, your fashion line, Bercorak?
Actually, Bercorak was found and I was made it in 2020.
Oh, okay. So
When
very
pandemic,
recent.
Start with the start of the pandemic.
Yeah.
It's just started in 3 years.
Yeah. Okay, but how did you get into it? I mean, you're not you're not originally from Bandung, but you did study there. So how did this all tie together for you now to have a business that's big?
Okay, so actually, I was not from fashion field.
Oh.
So I was in my university. So in Bandung, I was studied Chinese literature.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I know that must be people were like, are you from fashion or business? No, I was not. So my parents were not allowed me to go to fashion.
Oh.
That's why. And I go to Chinese literature. And when in 2020, when pandemic started, I was concerning a lot of things, right? When you're at home.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of things on your mind. Yeah. And my mom was a fashion designer.
Okay, what's in the blood?
Yeah, so it's in the blood, and I was following her when I was a child, and I love all the colors that she taught me to wear. So that's why I was building Bercorak, just because of my concern of my generation in Indonesia, because there's a lot of stereotype where guys or woman or man can use colorful because it was like tacky, I think.
Yeah, some people would think like there's just too many colors. I mean, you're not talking. You are talking to the right person right here because you guys have the similar palettes. But we know right now the trend is more of the monochromatic, more minimalism and whatnot. But this is outstanding, right? You'll be the pop of color.
By the way, I want to ask you a little bit in regards. Your parents initially didn't approve you going into fashion, but your mom is a fashion designer.
So my fathers he was thinking like, no, you could do something more serious. He was thinking like that. So I was like
be a doctor, be a lawyer.
And my mom was like, it's up to you. And at that condition, I was okay. I just following him because
you follow your dad.
because I'm still clueless, I think.
Okay. You didn't know at that time what you wanted to do.
Yeah, at the
right?
time, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm just focusing on playing with my friends.
Yeah.
And at pandemic, when I start Bercorak, I was focusing to just doing the things that I like.
You wanted
Fun
to.
things,
Yeah.
At the first time when I built Bercorak, I thought I don't make into this big business. But my boyfriend helped me.
Supported you.
Supported you.
That's the
Supported me.
silver lining about the pandemic, by the way. It gave people a chance to, like, a time to say, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll finally try that thing that I've always
Right.
wanted to do.
Yeah.
And speaking about the name Bercorak itself, correct me if I'm wrong. Bercorak means like, what does it mean? Like just
Pattern.
Yes,
Patterns,
the
okay.
Pattern,
And-
but I use some TG, TNJ.
Yes.
Yeah. It's from 1950.
right. That's
Yeah.
what Caroline.
That's right. And it's just, and it's, you should talk to your dad, by the way. Dad, like this industry means a lot of business.
Yeah.
Because it's your creativity first and the development of the business, the management. And it's good that you know you can speak in Mandarin or Chinese.
Yeah.
Because everything that we need, the source is right there.
Yeah, you're
I'm
right.
talking about my
good
personal
point. That's a good
experience.
point.
I can't go there because I can't speak the language.
Right.
But you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
so
right.
it's really great.
And actually, my dad was really like supporting me. Really,
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
he's
him.
like saying this is
Good
a big
for him.
game. That's
Every
good.
time he comes to Bercorak workshop or warehouse,
Yeah.
he was like in tears.
Of
He was like, yeah.
course.
Wow.
So let us talk about how this venture came about, right? So because fashion is your passion, it seems, and definitely it is. But when you started it, what made you think, okay, it has to be like this kind of somewhat pattern. It has to be these kind of products, and I want to, save the environment by not wasting any, waste from the fabric itself and whatnot. Where does this all come about?
Actually, it came all about from the first thing that the reason why I made Bercorak first is because my concern is just because all of my generation doesn't have that confidence, doesn't have the courage to wear something colorful.
Okay.
And I want to brought something new, something not new, just something fresh. Just
Okay.
I want to bring new perspective to them, just because you guys can wear anything, you guys can express yourself through your outfit. And how I produce the fabric waste is because I go to a lot of places. Actually, my brand is not 90% eco-friendly or
Right.
sustainable, but I was trying to produce it. I was trying to make it into a sustainable
course.
material. Yeah. So
And every step matters.
Yeah, my mission is to use all of the knit waste to.
But
make
okay,
it-
so our viewers can't feel this obviously, but this feels like really high quality. Like it's pretty like heavy. So I'm curious. You're basically using fabric waste. Fabric waste is a problem that we deal with all around the world because they fill up our landfills as well. But you have very unique patterns. Like you said, Bercorak is all about patterns, and you have patterns. So what is the process here? Are you taking fabric waste and then you're creating this kind of like new, different type of colors, and then you're putting that together to make your own designs? Is that how the process works?
Actually, the process is we are doing some research with our team.
Okay.
So we are making a concept, like in that pattern was captcha. It's like pixelated.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah,
It's
you
got
can
the
see
grids,
it.
right.
Yeah. So before we made our product, we're doing some research and develop to creating our patterns from our story that we want to talk about.
Right.
Like the products that I'm wearing is from egocentric. So in this concept, we want to express like just be your inner self, just be eccentric, just be careless.
Okay.
So that's how the pattern came out. And then for that bag, sustainable bag, so before it's made to a sweater, we're creating I don't know what should I call, like just halayan, I think.
What is that? What is Glenn in
Sorry?
in
So
Halayan?
in knitwear, you use
One,
some
like-
machine
Right.
print. Yeah, and that is the error and that is the fail one.
Oh, this one's okay.
Yeah. That is the
Okay.
fail print
Really?
one.
Yeah.
This is a failure. I'll
So
take that
usually
failure.
people would just throw this away because it's
Yeah.
non-used,
Yeah.
right? I see.
Right, I get
We
it.
call it like percha.
Percha.
Yeah.
Yeah, percha is somewhat like the unused fabric that is like being cut, like you
Right,
know,
yeah,
not
get
like
rid
the
of it.
long, yes, not like the
this
overall
bags,
fabric.
This is from the
Patches.
Yeah, the patches.
Oh, that's amazing. That's really smart.
Yeah.
Because usually those pieces are either too small
Yes.
or they're not the right shape for
Yes.
if you want to make another whole piece.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mind blowing, isn't it?
Okay, there you go.
Oh my gosh.
Very unique.
So, I mean, Berchorak has just been for about 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
But you are invited to attend the premiere class of Paris, which is a fashion trade show in Paris last October. And, you know, in this kind of programs, P, and also to the viewers that understand, you're not meeting with the people there to buy like as an individual. You
Okay.
meet with the buyers,
Yep.
big game buyers.
Yep.
You know, from department stores
Like
and
a
whatnot,
trade show.
like luxurious, high-end stores. How did you come about first coming into this program, and what was the response by the buyers? Because that is very important for you to understand about your brand.
Yeah, of course. At first, I was joining the incubation
Okay.
from Pintu Incubator. So we are created 500 brands in there.
500.
And we are joining the incubation for like 3 months
Okay.
full. We are doing workshop, samples. We are making samples for season, for summer, spring.
Okay.
And then when I go there, so we are created, so just, it's 2 brands who go there.
Out of 500.
Yeah, out of 500.
Wow.
Yeah, so when I go there, yeah, like as you said, like we're finding buyers from global markets, and then their response was really great. So they're like, when they saw Berchorak, they was like, oh my God, it's really full of patterns. The colors were really popping out, and I was like, yeah. This is my first time to be in here, so yeah, I was doing some evaluation. All of my products were using this type of knit, like polyester. But when I go to Paris, I doing some evaluation to use some cotton
Okay,
knit, and
yes.
I'm using the home industry knitwear, where people don't use it anyway. So yeah, I'm producing it, and then the markets were really loving Berchorak.
Of course, because you know sometimes people always think fashion is very, you know, that industry that's just very plastic. But nowadays they want to know more about the story and the value of
Yeah.
your brand.
Yeah, of course.
And of course, Berchorak has this really high-end value, and it comes from the heart too. So yes, I mean this is the products that you have. But how many seasons that you have now so far? Yeah, fall, winter, spring, and summer. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, we are focusing on some spring, summer. Sorry.
Okay.
Spring, summer, but we don't preparing for winter.
Oh, okay. I mean, this would be
It would
perfect
make
right
great
now.
for what I was gonna say. So obviously, Berchorak, you want to create great products for people to wear and use, but you have a larger goal in mind. So could you share with us what is your long-term goal and how you plan on reaching that goal?
Actually, what is my biggest goal, what is my mission is to spread awareness to
Good.
all of the young, the old people in
Yeah.
Indonesia, of course, to just be confidence, trust yourself, just be you and wear everything you want, because everything will be nice if you're feeling beautiful, if you're feeling like I'm sorry. You were like, just don't give care of what people think. Yeah.
Yeah, and then follow your passion. I think coming from your story.
You asked me some time ago, like you kind of like starting to shift the way you dress.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a conscious thing because I decided that I make the clothes. The clothes don't make me. So
That's right.
Yeah.
clothes,
That's right.
I'm gonna wear it and I'm gonna own it. Like
That's right.
Kind of like, and I feel a lot better about it. I mean, I can make the piece look better, and the
Yeah.
piece makes me look better.
Yeah, and I think every person has their own individual references, right? And it's okay if you like, you like colors and patterns, or if you like, vice versa and whatnot, as long as you know that you feel comfortable and you're confident in.
Yeah.
And sometimes, even for me, I love black and white. I'm very,
It's very monochromatic.
yeah, just very awful like that. But like using colors always make me feel more happier.
Yeah.
I don't understand why
does
the
change your mood.
colors. Yes, it does.
And by the way, I have already found my next piece. It's that button up right there, that purple.
Oh, this one, right?
I've already pictured that on me as well. I love it. I love
It really fits in you. I think.
I've already had my eye on it. It's been quite distracting
Yeah.
during this
Definitely.
entire talk show.
So, Jeannie, can we know more? If we want to know more about Bercorak, you know,
Yeah.
where we can hit you up on social medias
Yeah,
or
of
any
course,
platforms?
you can follow Bercorak on Instagram. You can only click Bercorak, and
Yes.
we have some TikTok.
Oh.
We have some
All the social media
all the
platforms
social
there.
media platforms. And if you want to go to our store,
There's
you
an
can-
offline store? Great.
There's an offline store in Bandung,
Okay.
in Pati Ukur.
Oh, di Pati Ukur.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with
Yeah,
that area.
yeah,
Yeah, he does. He knows all the streets
Yeah,
and
if
small
you take the car, like the travel,
Yes.
it goes right there. So
Oh.
Yeah. So you can come to Bercorak, and we have some consignment stores in Jakarta, Makassar, Yogyakarta.
Oh, wow.
Very cool.
There you go. It's everywhere. Well, thank you for doing your part, and also Bercorak team, you know, giving, you know, these kind of a new, fresh, you know, fashion vibe in our country, and of course, and into the global markets, and doing your part to saving the environment. Thank you so much, Jeannie.
Thank you for
Thank you so
dropping
much
by.
for-
Yes.
Good luck
And she's
with
so
you.
lovely, by the way, just like Bercorak. All right.
Yeah, we're going to take another break here, guys. But a quick reminder to not just follow Bercorak, but follow our social media as well at See Today News. You can find us on Instagram, x.com, and YouTube. We'll be right back after this.
She's so cute.
Looks
Look
good on
at that. I know.
Not black and white.